So Sunday morning yoga, we'll start with a block, good Michelle, between the two shoulder blades. If you have a second block, put your head on it. If not, just see if you can make it comfortable enough for your head to be on the floor. All right, so I will try to demonstrate it a little bit here. You can also roll up a blanket, a towel, and just for today, you can just lean back onto your forearms. Put the block between the shoulder blades, right at the base of the shoulder blades, so the bottom of the shoulder blades, and then bring another block under your head. Take your arms out to the side, oops, and just open up the chest a little bit. And if this gets to be, too extreme at any point, go ahead and take, the block out from underneath you. And just breathe into the space. So now we're creating a little bit more opening in the front of the shoulders and chest, and a little bit more release between the shoulder blades. So again, if it starts to feel uncomfortable in any way, then just roll to one side and move the block off and come back onto your back. Otherwise, we'll stay here for a few breaths. And explore expanding the breath, expanding the belly, the rib cage, the chest, all at the same time. As you lay in this place in stillness, make sure that you're not holding on to any tension in your glutes. And give the arm the opening that you need to just spread a little bit wider across the collarbones, the shoulders, the front of the shoulder in particular. So stay for about 3 more rounds of breath, inhaling and exhaling as a round. And as you empty the next breath, take your arms and cross them over each other. It doesn't matter which side, you'll do both. Grab a hold of your shoulder blades if you can reach them, and then pull the arms apart, or pull the shoulders apart. So just feel like you're holding onto your shoulder blades and opening them out. Inhale, open the arms and just switch the cross of the arms. Good. Inhale, open the arms back out. Bend your your left leg. Let's just everybody bend the left leg. Roll to your right side carefully. Come off the blocks, and then bring yourself into a seated position. You can take the blocks with you, sit on a block, or put the blocks underneath your knees. Cross at a little bit higher than the ankles, right? So the feet are underneath the knees. And then put your hands on your knees, sit up tall, inhale. Exhale, and just round your spine, pull everything backwards, shoulders away from the ears, pull the belly button into the spine. Stay right here, interlace your fingers, turn the palms inside out. So like you're being pulled to the front with your arms, so the shoulder blades start to stretch and release. On the inhale, stretch the arms all the way up overhead, sit up tall. Exhale, chin to chest, round your spine, pull the belly in, scoop out the belly, relax the neck away from the ears. Inhale, rise up to stand, sitting on your hips. Turn your torso to the right. Keep your left hip grounded, don't worry how far you go. Inhale to the center, turn to the left side. Inhale, come back to center, turn to the right. Exhale, left arm outside the right thigh, right arm behind you. Inhale. Exhale, twist a little deeper, relax the left shoulder down from the ear. Inhale, come back to center, interlace your fingers, one finger over. Exhale, turn to your left side. Release the right arm, let the left arm come behind inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, return to center, arms back overhead, either direction with your palms. And then bring the arms back in front of you, pull the belly in as you pull the arms forward. Relax the neck and shoulders down. Inhale, stretch back up to sitting. Release your arms behind you, lean back. Shake out your legs and switch the cross of the legs. So you can support your knees again on the blocks. I like to do that. It just gives me a little bit more lift and opening. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, wrap the right arm under the left arm once or twice, your eagle arms. And as you exhale, bring your chin to your chest and round your spine forward, bringing the fingers towards the floor. Inhale, lift up. Little arch in the back. Exhale, release the arms, take them overhead. Exhale, take the left arm under the right. Hold onto your shoulders or double wrap. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, round your spine again. Come to the pinky edge of your fingertips. Inhale, lift back up. Arch back. Exhale, release your arms, stretch them up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, take the prayer to your heart center. Release your arms. Oh, I'm not talking to you, Siri. It's telling me it's not available. Tuck your chin to your chest. Release your arms behind you. Move the blocks if you have them. Lean back, shake out your legs. And go ahead and windshield wipe your legs from side to side. And go ahead and make your way back to center. Roll your legs to either side, come to your hands and knees. Support your knees if you'd like. Double wrap your mat or put something underneath your knees if you'd like to have a little bit more padding. Tuck the toes, dip the belly, arch the back, another little extension of the spine, and then exhale, round and curl. Stay in this rounded position, push the heel of the hand down, and spread your shoulders apart. Inhale, come back to tabletop, and then dip the belly, arch the back. Exhale, come back to tabletop, push the floor away, round the spine, spread the shoulders apart from each other. Let your head come down. Inhale to neutral again in the spine. Walk your hips back to your heels, or with your arms out to the front, child's pose. Press the heel of the hand forward, push the hips back. Now, feel like you're pulling the mat towards you with your hands and keep pushing your hips back. Good. Inhale, come to your hands and knees. Walk your hands a little bit forward. Shift your hips forward and lay your belly on the floor. So just come into not even a cobra at this point, but move your blocks to the side if they're over next to you for now. And take your right hand right by your right chest. You can have your left hand by your left chest too for the moment. And then we're going to roll onto the right side, taking the left leg behind you. Your head can be on the floor. You can take your left arm now and bring it behind you. Or take your left arm out to the side. And then go ahead and bend the left arm again. Come back a little bit towards the middle and stretch your right arm out. And then roll back towards the right shoulder. So now we get a little bit more into the meat and potatoes of the stretch. So your right arm is extended, your left arm is by your chest or by your face at this point. If you'd like to take your left leg and bend it, some of you will even take your right leg and bend it as well. A little bit more extreme into your shoulder. So listen to your body. Inhale, come back to center and take both arms out to a T. Crown of the head reaches forward, toes point back, push your pubic bone down. Inhale, lift your chest, but Keep your hands on the floor, tenth of fingers, and lift through the shoulders, the chest, the heart opens. Exhale, come to the floor and bring both arms by your side like you're gonna do a cobra. Lay your ear on the floor as you roll to your left side, bringing the right leg behind you. So you can stay with your right arm bent or extend it out. And then roll back to the center a little bit so you can stretch your left arm out. And either the right arm will stay by your face or in front, out to the side. And again, roll a little bit more opening. Right leg bends, some of you will get your left leg bent as well. Never forcing this, right? So this is just go to the point where you feel it, where you can tolerate it, and breathe some breath into the space. Inhale, return to the center. Both arms out to a T, forehead down to the floor. Inhale, push through your pubic bone, top of the foot, shin. Lift your chest up. Tense your fingers. And then bring your arms behind your back. Interlace your palms, your fingers. Lift your chest up. Keep your legs down for now. Lift your heart up. Keep the crown of the head in line with the spine so you're not cranking your neck up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to the chest, to the floor, and push back to child's pose. Tuck your toes under. Inhale, return to your hands and knees. And send your right foot in between your hands. Now you can move the blocks back if you'd like to use them. One under each hand. Right knee over the ankle, left knee behind the hip. Drop your hips down, pull your shoulders back, rub your collarbones. Find firmness through the foot. Breathe in, breathe out, shoulders back away from the ears. So think about your right foot firmly, big toe, little toe, both foot heel, press into the floor. And then imagine that you're drawing it back towards your hip. So notice the actions that start to happen in your body at that point. Keeping your hands where they are, just begin to straighten the front leg. Fold over it, toes up or down, you choose. Pull the right hip back, inhale. And exhale, fold over it. Inhale, rebend your front knee. Good, now walk your hands back under your shoulders and take your right leg and send it back behind you. Toes down towards the floor, left arm out in front of you. Pull the belly in so your spine is long, thumb up to the sky. Exhale, tap the hand and the leg down to the floor. Inhale, float it back up. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Pause. Exhale, hands and knee to the floor. Push the earth away around your spine. Inhale to neutral. Step your left foot in between your hands. One hand on either side or on the blocks. Left knee over the ankle, right knee behind you. Left heel and foot pressing firmly down, pull the heel back towards your back knee. Shoulders back, collarbones broaden. And inhale, straighten your front leg, toes up or down. If your hamstrings are tight, you need, hi Daisy, might be bent. Inhale. And left, exhale. Inhale, rebend the knee, drop your hips forward. Move your hands off the blocks to the floor, palms down under the shoulders so you're moving back a little bit, and then send the left leg back, hips square, right arm forward, hips roll down. Exhale, tap down with your hand and foot. Inhale, come back up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Inhale. Exhale, hand and knees to the floor. Round your spine. Inhale, come to neutral. Walk your hands back out a little bit further. Tuck your toes and lift your hips in the air. Downward facing dog. Bend one knee, then the other. And when you're ready to find some stillness in your downward facing dog, stay there. Lift the underarms up and support the shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out. Shake out your head, yes and no, just to let go of any tension. Inhale, rise onto your tippy toes and bend your knees. Look forward. Walk your feet to your hands at the top of your mat, however many times it takes you to get there, who cares? Separate your feet with 2 fists in between and fold your body in half. Send your weight a little bit more towards the balls of the feet. Grab opposite elbows and sway. Switch the cross of the arms if you're holding them. Let your body just surrender forward. Inhale, release your hands to your hips and look forward. Lengthen your spine. Press down to rise up. Release the arms down by your side, palms open, shoulders roll back and around. Press firmly through your feet. Inhale, stretch your arms over your head. Exhale, press the air down and take the arms behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, lift your chest and squeeze your shoulders together as you open up the collarbones. Exhale, forward fold all the way over your legs, arms up behind you or off your back, over your head, wherever they go. Inhale, release your hands to the floor, lengthen your spine. Exhale, send your right foot to the back of the mat. Big step. Lower the right knee to the floor. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead, drop your hips down. Exhale, arms behind your back, interlace your fingers, chest lifts up. Inhale. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. Arms up overhead. As you bend the front knee, inhale, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step into a plank position, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, push to downward facing dog. Inhale, float your right leg in the air. Exhale, send your right foot forward all the way and lower the left knee. Toes tucked or untucked, you choose. Inhale, stretch the arms overhead, drop your hips down. Exhale, release your arms, interlace one finger over from the last time, knuckles down, heart lifts. Exhale, fold over your right leg as you straighten it. Inhale, bend the knee, release the arms back overhead. Exhale, hands to the floor, tuck your left toes under. Step into a plank position, hold the plank, don't hold your breath. And then push into downward facing dog. Inhale, rise on your toes and bend your knees, look forward. Take yourself to the top of your mat, halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, forward fold, press down firmly. Inhale, rise, stand, bring your arms with you. Exhale, bring the prayer to your heart center. Release your arms. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, release your arms behind your back. Inhale, knuckles down, chest lifts. Exhale, forward fold, hands up away from your body. As far as they'll go. Inhale, release your hands to the floor blocks, lengthen your spine. Exhale, send your left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Lower the left knee. We just did this side. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, release your arms, interlace your fingers, knuckles down, heart lifts. Inhale. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. Find your balance. As I say that, I'm falling over. Inhale, bend your knee, lift your arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor, tuck the back toes underneath. Lift your leg and step into plank. Hold the plank and push back to downward facing dog. Inhale, float your left leg high in the sky. Exhale, send it all the way through. Lower the right knee to the floor. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. Exhale, release your arms, interlace the fingers, the other finger on top, knuckles down, heart lifts. Inhale. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rebend, arms up. Exhale, hands down, tuck your right toes. Inhale. Exhale, step back, high plank, pause. Inhale, downward facing dog, exhale. Walk your dog. Inhale, rise onto your tippy toes, bend your knees, look forward, take yourself up to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press down firmly through your feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, prayer comes to the heart. Release your arms by your side. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, fold through the center, right down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, send your right foot to the back of the mat, low lunge. Hands on the floor or the blocks. If you have your hands on the blocks, whatever height works for you, make sure you're trying to lift your belly away from your thighs, but you're hugging your hips towards midline, and you have enough space that you're not on a tight rope here. Good. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead, bring yourself up. You can bend the back knee as much as you'd like. Good. Now spin the back foot on its side so that the toes are pointing towards the front right corner. Bump the left hip a little. Actually, let's bump the shoulders forward because the hip's not going to go all the way. Take your arms back overhead. Inhale. Warrior One pose. Pass your right pinky toe to the floor. Lift your heart up like you're being pulled from your sternum. Exhale, release your arms behind your back, interlace your fingers, palms together, knuckles down, lift your heart up. Exhale, keep the knee bent and fold on the inside of the leg. Arms come up, away from the body, head can come down. You can rest on your thigh or bring yourself on the inside of your thigh as long as you're not bumping your left hip out to the side. So keep your hips as squared as possible. One more breath as you release the breath, release your hands to the floor, the blocks, and then straighten your left leg. Inhale and exhale. So it's like a wide pyramid. Be conscious that you're not rolling to the left pinky side of your foot and the big toe presses down. And again, pull your left hip back and right hip forward a little bit more. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, rebend your front knee. Find your grounding. Inhale, rise up, Warrior One. Spin on your back foot, crescent lunge. Exhale, release your hands to the floor. Come to a plank, pause. Downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your left leg in the air. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Inhale, step your right foot forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Press down through your feet, rise up, inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center, release your arms by your side. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift up. I think you like this group, Karen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. Hold here, breathe. All right, so you're on the ball of the back foot, heel over the toes, front knee over the ankle, but you're not in a tightrope. You can see the back leg. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Bend the back knee if you'd like. Reach out of your shoulders, out of your waistline, lifts. Find balance, Debbie. Inhale. And exhale. Now spin your back foot on its side. You might have to adjust it. Right? So we're just not always in the perfect position. It's okay if you need to move your back foot to the side a little bit more, or your right foot to the side a little bit more. All right, so release your arms for a second. Put your hands on your shoulders, Simon says. Turn your right shoulder to the right, left shoulder to the right as well, so the shoulders are facing front. Back foot firmly grounded into the floor, facing about 10 o'clock on the clock. Yeah. Arms up. Warrior One. Hug your right hip in. Good. Inhale, release your arms behind your back, other finger on top. Exhale, knuckles down, heart lifts. Inhale, keep the knee bent as you forward fold, humble warrior. Breathe in, breathe out. And breathe. Hug your right hip to the midline, hug your right knee to the midline. Inhale, release, come on up. Bring your arms up overhead. Spin your back hip forward. Back to crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the floor blocks. Step into a high plank. Pause for a breath and shift forward. Bend your elbows. Come halfway down or go to your knees. Roll to the tops of your toenails. Thighs are lifted. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. First upward dog of the day. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, rise on your toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Take yourself to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press down, rise up, bring the arms up. Exhale, bring the prayer to your heart center. So you should be at the top of your mat again. Inhale, stretch your arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, spin your back foot on its side. Inhale, release your arms behind your back. Exhale, lift your chest up. Inhale, higher. Exhale, fold inside your left leg. Oh, I know, I left something at you guys. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, turn your back foot on its side, or in the front actually. Exhale, hands to the floor blocks. Straighten your left leg. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold over. It's okay, we'll get our hamstrings nice and stretched. Inhale, use your blocks any height, closer, further away, whatever you like. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Now, bend your knee a little bit. Take your blocks on their highest height out in front of you. If you don't have blocks, use your fingers. And float your right leg off the floor. Hips are squared and left knee is bent. Begin to straighten the left leg and spin yourself onto your left side. Hand on the floor or the block in front or to the side of your left foot. Right hand moves to the hip. Open and stack the shoulders, lengthen out of the right leg, and then float the right arm up in the air. Good, lengthening out of your hips. One more breath. As you exhale, return the hands to the floor, square your hips, step your right leg next to your left leg, forward fold, let go. Inhale, press down firmly, rise up, arms come up. Exhale, the prayer comes to the heart, release the arms. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to floor, shin blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot to the back of your mat. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, turn your back foot on its side, warrior one. Inhale, release your arms, other finger. Exhale, knuckles down, heart lifts, inhale. Exhale, fold on the inside. Inhale, rise back up. Arms up, spin the back hip forward. Exhale, hands to the floor of the block, straighten your front leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. A little bit longer here for another breath. Inhale, rebend your front knee. Walk your hands onto the blocks on the highest height if you have them. And send your weight into your right leg. Float the left leg up. Square the hips, bend the knee a little bit or a lot. Right hand in front or to the side or on a block. As you begin to spin your hip open, take your left hand to your hip to start. Stack your shoulders, hug your hip in. And then if you'd like, float the left arm up. If you'd like, turn your eye gaze up. Breathe in, breathe out. Hug your right hip to the center. One more breath. Exhale, hands to the floor. Left leg comes to the right leg, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Bend your knees enough that your hands are planted on the floor. Lengthen your spine and step into a plank position. Draw your shoulders apart from each other, right? So it's like you're spreading yourself open. Stay on your right hand and spin over to your right side. Stack, stagger, or lift your top leg up, but lift your bottom side up. Stretch your arm over your head, lift your hips. Lower your hand, come to plank and pause. And keep your left arm down, spin onto the other side. Stack, stagger, lift. Lift the bottom side of your body up and in. Breathe, maybe the arm goes overhead. Everything lifts. Inhale. Exhale, plank pose. Vinyasa or skipping and meeting downward facing dog. Inhale, rise onto your tippy toes, bend your knees, look forward. Bring yourself to the top of your mat, halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Take your blocks onto their lowest height now, next to your feet, and rise to stand. Bring your hands to your heart. Good. All right, inhale, bend your knees, first chair. Sit weight back into the heels. Stretch your arms in front of you. Sit your weight back into your heels. Keep lifting your toes so that you're aware that your weight is going backwards, and then when you are stable there, float the toes back down. From here, we're going to rise all the way up. Exhale, bring your arms, right arm under left arm on top. Good. Inhale, bend your knees again. Exhale, lift your right heel up. Take your right leg over and cross it on top and put the foot on the block. And then drop your seat down. Level out your hips. Good. So you take a little of the balance out of it just for the sake of stability. Round and curl your spine today. Elbows in front of the knee. Pull the belly in. Inhale, lift your torso, but keep your hips low. Exhale, release your arms, bring them overhead. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Undo the bind of the right leg, stretch it back behind you. And step your right foot back about 3 feet this time. Take the blocks on any height now, on either side of your foot. Inhale. Exhale, fold over, lengthen your spine, square your hips. Inhale. Exhale. Keep a block on the inside of your left foot. Bring your left hand to the inside on the block. Turn your right foot on its side just a little bit, and then stretch the right arm up in the air. It's like a short triangle. And I know we haven't done triangle today, even though it's my favorite pose. You know, you're gonna get it most times. Breathe in, breathe out. It's my favorite pose not because I just like it personally, but it does so much in your body. It stretches, it lengthens, it strengthens. So I'm good with it. One more breath, reach a little higher. Exhale, fold right back over your leg. Turn your back foot a little bit more forward. Separate your hands. Inhale, bend your front knee. Float your right leg back off the floor. Choose to stay with your hands supported, or perhaps you bring your hands to your heart, by your side, to the side, in front of you. In front of you will definitely be the most challenge on your back, as well as just in general. Level lengths are long, long span. And either bring your hands to the blocks to step together, or step together and rise up to standing. Release your arms, inhale. Exhale, so make sure you have the block outside the right leg. Inhale, switch your arms overhead. Exhale, bring your left arm under the right once or twice. Lift your arms up, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Take your left leg and cross it over. Square your hips. Drop your seat. Heart lifts. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, round your spine, elbows in front of the knees. Empty the breath. And then inhale, come back halfway up with your torso. Release the bind of the legs, and the arms come down to the blocks. Square it off. Hips square. Bend your right leg, and then send your left leg back about 2 to 3 feet. Inhale, lengthen. Use your blocks in front, back, wherever you want height. And exhale, fold. Higher, lower. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward, right hip up, left hip down. Inhale. And exhale. Now move your block to the inside of the right foot. Right hand goes on the inside. Left foot might turn a little bit more open. And then draw yourself up and open into a triangle. A short triangle supported on the inside. Hug your tailbone underneath you. Like we did in the plank on a side plank. Lift from the bottom side up. Roll the hip underneath you. Inhale. And exhale. Take another breath here. Find a bigger space. Exhale, release it. One hand on either side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, send yourself back into supported warrior 3. And then choose to stay supported or release your hands. And either fold over, step your feet together, or just come up to standing. Bring your arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Release your arms. Inhale, stretch your arms back overhead. Bend your knees. Chair pose. Bring your hands to your heart center. Left elbow outside right thigh. Lift and twist. Drop your seat low. Level out your hips. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come through center and just switch sides. Right arm outside left thigh. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Arms reach up. Exhale, bend your knees. Sit down onto the floor. Open your knees wide. Move your blocks. Take your peace finger grip around your big toes. Bring your legs up so that the shins are parallel to the floor, but the knees are wide. Holding onto your toe or strap or bottom of the foot, extend your legs to the side. Resting on your tailbone, a little bit in front of your tailbone. Yeah, nice, guys. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Bring your right foot down, keep your left leg up. You can still hold on to the toe. Open up your left leg out to the side. And then switch. Left leg down, right leg out. Right leg down, left leg out. Left leg down, right leg up, open. Keep your right leg where it is and bring the left leg back up. Sit up nice and tall. Good, bring your legs together. Bend the knees as much as you'd like to or need to. Breathe or let go of your feet for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your legs, lift your heart. Exhale, fold over. Don't stay here too long. Roll down through your spine. One vertebrae at a time. Don't miss that middle back. Bring the knees into the chest and stretch the legs over your head. Good. Inhale, lower your hips. Start to bring the legs back out. Find that teaser or bridge of boat pose. Lower the legs, inhale. Lift out of your torso, exhale, hinge forward. Roll back through your spine. Bring the knees into the chest. Extend the legs up and overhead. Inhale, roll down through your spine. Keep your legs by your face as long as you can. And then bring it back up, bent knees, fine, feet on the floor is fine. Lower the legs, inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. One more time, roll through your spine. Bring the knees into the chest, extend the legs up and overhead. Keep the thighs close to the chest as long as you can. Bring it out, find your boat pose. Lower the legs, inhale. Hinge forward, exhale, hold on to your feet, your shins, your thighs, a strap or towel, lengthen your spine. Exhale and fold over. Water break. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Release your arms. Sit up tall again. Exhale, bend your right knee. Line up the heel with your sitting bones. Left leg in front of you, left arm behind you, gives you just lift in the spine. Inhale, stretch your right arm up. Reach it on the inside of your right leg to the outside of the left foot, or the shin. It might not go to the foot, but if you do, you can grab a hold of it. Breathe, inhale. Exhale, turn your torso to the left as you hug your right knee to your shoulder. Inhale, return to center. Keep reaching your shoulder forward and then take your right arm in front of your shin. Wrap it behind you. If you can grab the left wrist, great. If you can't, no problem. Turn to the left again for a breath. And then turn back to the center as you exhale the breath. Fold over your left leg. Hug your right hip in, your knee in closer. Relax your neck and shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, lengthen your spine, release your hands. Take a hold of your hands to your ankle, pull the knee to the chest, cross the leg over. Inhale, stretch your right arm up behind you. Exhale, left arm up, twist to the outside of the thigh. Inhale. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, come back to center. Undo your arms, undo your legs. Shake it out. Sit up tall, move the flesh from the hips. And then bend the left knee, line it up with your sitting bone, not right on the inside of your right thigh. Right arm behind you gives you length. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, cross the arm on the outside of your foot. Grab a hold of the foot somewhere. So you're trying to draw your shoulder a little bit forward. Turn to your right side and twist. Hug your left knee to your shoulder. Unstop. Good. Now, you can stay here and reach a little further. See if you want to take your left hand palm away from you, in front of your shin, and then behind your back, perhaps grabbing to the opposite wrist as you look up and turn to the right side. Hug the left knee to the midline. Inhale, turn to center. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Release your hands. Bring them around your left shin. Level out your hips. Take your left foot on the outside of the right leg. Bring your left hand down to the floor behind you. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, twist to the outside of the left thigh. And open. Inhale, return to center. Undo your arms, undo your legs. Shake it out. Move the flesh one more time. Sit up nice and tall. Stretch the arms overhead. Inhale. Good. Hold on to your shoulders as you exhale. Grab a hold of the shoulder blades like we did earlier. And then round your back again. Flex your feet. Tuck your chin down. Relax your neck and shoulders. And then see if you can roll down. Dig your heels in nice and strong. Articulate your spine down. When you get down to the floor, keep holding onto your shoulders. Let your head come down. Let your hips splay open. Inhale, open the arms out and just switch the cross of the arms. Grab a hold of your shoulders again. Rock and roll a little side to side to get it. Inhale, open your arms to a T. Palms face up, bend your knees, line up your sitting bones and your heels. Tilt your pelvis. Keep your back on the floor, just squeeze your glutes. And then as you lift your hips, lower back, middle back, upper back, bring your arms up over your shoulders. Press the palms of the big toes of the feet. You can call them palms of the feet down. Stretch your arms over your head. Reach long, long, long. Exhale, articulate down, upper, mid, lower, back to the floor. Let your knees knock in for a moment. Moving bridge, lift your hips, your arms all the way up and over. Exhale, upper, mid, lower, back to the floor, knees down. Good, inhale one more time for a moving bridge. Stay in your moving bridge, or bring your hands by your shoulders, come to the top of the head and press up into your big, beautiful, heart-opening wheel pose. Let's see if you got it. All right. So if you're still in a bridge position, or if you're up, come down slowly. Arms come down in your bridge, upper, mid, lower, back to the floor. Hug your knees into your chest. Open your arms to a T once again. Palms down this time. Shift your hips right and let your knees fall over to the left side. Inhale through center. Shift your hips to the left. Let your knees fall to the right. Inhale, return to center. Hug your knees nice and close to your chest. And then take your feet to the ceiling. Hold on to the outside of your feet, knees on either side of your hips or your waistline, ribs, and bring your tailbone to the floor. Release your feet. Bring your knees closer together. Hug yourself nice and tight. One more little twist here. Right leg over left. Grab ankles, shins, or toes. Draw your heels to your buttocks, tailbone down to the floor. Press your legs away from you. And then bring your feet towards the floor. Maybe both feet will touch, maybe only one. Inhale, return, lift your legs up. Uncross them and switch the cross of the legs. Grab ankles, shins, or toes. Pull your heels closer to your buttocks. And then start to move the legs away from the chest as you place one, or perhaps both feet to the floor. If you put the left leg down and you roll to the right side, then keep it on the toe so you keep your hips squared to the center. Inhale, bring your legs back in, uncross them. Hug the knees in, tuck the top of your shin or foot, lift your head and shoulders up one more time. Exhale, lower your head. Extend your legs out, extend your arms up, stretch everything from the middle of your body away. Inhale. And exhale, lower your arms by your side, turn your palms to face up. Let your hips splay open. Find your final resting pose, Shavasana. Settle your body into the earth. Let go of all physicality, all tension, all emotional tension. If you're home, stay fit, stay healthy.